Alright guys, now Showtime is having an event tonight that I'm going to try to go to at least tune the car. So we have our AEM wideband data logger set up. So tonight Showtime's having a drift event, but they're also doing a street heat drag racing thing. So I'm thinking of going just to try to get the AFRs under control and do like a little street tuning really. However, I may go get an extra set of wheels and tires that I have laying around that are junk. That would be good for sliding, and if I feel inclined, maybe we'll go drifting. But that's only if the car is running good. So I'm going to do a couple initial passes here just on the street before we head out, just to see where the car's at. I uploaded a tune that I did myself. I just added a little fuel to what was there, and we'll see how that goes right now. I just hit 11.2 on my AFR. I really want to see like 11.7. So what I did was I added 7% fuel to the whole table that we had. So I'm going to pull that down 1% or 2 and see how it looks. And I'm a little rich at idle. Oh, maybe not. I'm actually looking all right. I'm pretty much Deutsch at idle. So, well, man, this diff makes all the difference in the world. I don't know what I was thinking with the 410. That was stupid. Okay, the car was running pretty good, running rich, but look at right here. I was only running 10 PSI, which is weird. I don't know what's going on with these springs I got. I think I got maybe a mixture of a couple different springs here. So I'm gonna try a different combination once we get to the track and kind of do a little test and tune on this thing and get it sorted out. But yeah, as of right now, we're not even making, you know, I was supposed to be making 14.5 PSI, we're making 10. So I'm going to throw in the 13-pound spring I had before, and we'll see how that looks and take it from there. Other than that, though, it's pretty dead on the AFRs. So I think, I mean, obviously that's under load up until 12 PSI. So as long as we don't climb too much, I think we'll be good. So the table seems to be pretty reasonable. See this nice flat line right here? But that flat line can actually be bumped up just a tad. So we're going to play around with it a little bit. This is Ben's Tuning 101, which is totally based on no experience and kind of a general idea of how this works. So we'll see. Good thing these motors are cheap, because maybe I'll need one by the end of the day. But doubtful. I think we'll be in good shape here. All right, guys, we're here at Showtime with Reed. These guys drift E30. Tell me about it real quick, bud.
It's 86, 325E.
Yeah.
With
so quiet.
It is. It's a 6-speed.
It is? 6-speed? Oh, I didn't realize that. Awesome.
Yeah, the 420G.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it out of a 540.
Perfect.
98, and then I OBD1 swapped it so it's easier to like tune and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And I don't need all the extra bull crap that comes with it.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, this thing's a ripper. Now, we took the Z-Kart here too. You can see my truck through there. And for some reason, I was going through Jonathan's spring bins on his tile. He's got a whole toolbox drawer filled with springs, and the colors ain't matching what they're supposed to match. So I'm a little confused as to what's going on. Right now we're at 10 PSI. And the car's running a little rich, so we're gonna try one more combination. If that doesn't work, we're just going to leave it at that, and just for tonight, and deal with it another day. So I think I'm gonna do a few pulls down the drag strip. All right, Reed, I'm getting fired up. This is the last time I was cutting out, so you added a surge tank, a crank sensor, MAF sensor.
I didn't switch the MAF or the cam sensor yet.
Okay, but you have them.
Yeah, I'm
gotcha.
Process of elimination type thing, you know?
Gotcha. Scared me.
I gotta get used to these tires. Track's a little.
You started grabbing it towards the end though.
Yeah. I wasn't. You get too much throttle in it, and then it starts sliding more, you know. So I definitely just tried to like ease off the throttle a little bit in the turns and let it grip.
That seemed very fast to me.
It is. Probably like 50. I was in third gear. Whew. Now you want to drift?
Oh, not really.
Looks like it's running good.
I think I'll crash my car.
You'll be alright. Just stay in the center. I'll go with you.
Okay, came up with the game plan. What we're going to do is, there's $10 to drag race. So we're just gonna run the car down the drag strip. We're not gonna try to be a hero about it. But I just wanna make sure my AFRs and stuff are all in good shape. And then we're, maybe try drifting? I don't know, I'm a little nervous. right, just checking here. Here's our run. Numbers don't mean much. Terrible 60 foot, but 94 mile an hour trap speed in the 8th. That's not too bad. All right, guys, here's our last log. You can see we hit about 13 psi, and that's right where we want it to be psi wise. And our AFRs are pretty in line here. I think some of these up here were from doing the burnout. So I'm gonna do another pull, or I'm gonna do another run down the strip, and I will clear the log and hit the log after I do the burnout to make sure that everything's cool. So just playing around here. We'll just do another hit, see how it goes. Well, guys, I'm having a hell of a time with launching this car. The launch control is really messing me up, so I'm going to try to just disconnect the clutch switch and see how it goes. And I think that might resolve the issue we're having, so we'll see. All right, guys, so we found an issue. The launch control is set at 3,500 RPM, and now it's kicking in whether the clutch is depressed or not. Now it goes away after like 15 miles an hour, but it's really messing me up with everything because it just has an early rev limiter. So just one of those things. We'll get through it, but the problem is I don't have the patch file to make it work right now. So without that patch file, I can't really do anything. So Vlad's here. We're gonna try to race Vlad and see how that goes. 2 turbo BMWs at each other. Well, all in all, successful night, guys. Car ran great. The tires on that thing are just absolute garbage, and that's my biggest issue. So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to deal with, because it's ridiculous that I'm at this point running these garbage tires. The only issue I had, other than the launch control issue, so the launch control was just the clutch switch and the launch control weren't working together. And on this car, the launch control activates off the clutch switch. So when the clutch is depressed, launch control activates. And then at 15 miles an hour after the clutch is released, it releases the launch control. But it was getting all wacky tonight. So at 3,500 RPM, my car would hit launch control, and it was just very hard to drive. Not to mention I just kind of suck at drag racing. So I'm trying to get better, but it's, you know, one of those deals where I have a car that's totally new and, you know, a lot of new things going on. As far as fueling and everything, the car ran pretty good. We really need to smooth out the fuel map on that car and get that going. The 315 rear diff is amazing. I can't believe I was even running a 410. That's just stupid. This car feels so much better now. It's so much more enjoyable to drive, so I'm very happy with that. And yeah, big thanks to Reed for helping me, you know, mess around with wastegate springs and that whole debacle. And thanks to Vlad for helping me sort out the launch control issue and get that taken off of my car so I could at least make a pass. The only problem I had, towards the end, the car made a really weird sound in the rear end and it kind of felt strange. I'm not sure what happened or what was going on. So we'll look at that tomorrow. But all in all, good night. It was fun. A lot of people showed up, and yeah, I made it home before the rain, so that's one reason why I trailered it too, because it's been raining on and off all day, and I definitely didn't want to get stuck out in the rain in that car. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.